morning all. I think it's day 34. We just left camp a few minutes ago. It was like 8:10. I actually woke up at like 4 something and felt pretty good. But it was cold last night, real cold. Probably down in -5 Celsius, which is, I would see, low 20s, I think. Somewhere in the 20s probably. What I could see on my phone, the temperatures, it's getting real cold. So we waited a little bit this morning for the sun to melt our tents. There's no snow here, but it was cold. And yeah, just 2 seconds ago I could see frost on the floor wherever the sun hasn't hit. We caught up with Dawn, female hiker that we met. Yeah, I think I mentioned that yesterday. And a few other hikers passed us this morning, and there were 3 guys as well camped just before us. They just left a few minutes ago too. They were the trail magic we had a few days ago. So today we have 22.3 miles to the hot springs, which is probably very low odds that we're gonna make that. But you know, that's best case scenario. Probably not, but we'll see. It's a long day, especially with I can already after 0.1 mile or 2 feel the blister under my foot, or beginning blister, I don't know. Honestly, I think I might have kept it from becoming a blister, but it's a really sore spot. So I'm not sure I can do 22 on that. However, it does feel better today than yesterday. I think I have 4 layers of bandages on. Good stuff underneath and just multiple extra. So I don't know if that's a good or bad idea with more layers, but I wanted it beefed up and cushioned as much as I could. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see if we can find some hikers today. We know we might. It's the elevation gain is minimal to the hot spring. There's like 1,500 feet up, which is even less than yesterday on a longer day. So these first 12-13 miles we pretty much walk through this valley ish towards a big bridge that crosses a river, and then we turn 90 degrees to the right, and then we head north again. And then it's toward the hot spring, and there's probably 9 or 10 to the hot springs from there. So Damnitman is having, I think, pain in his feet, his ankles, a little bit in his knees, a little bit in his lower back. He was coughing a lot this morning, kind of like getting, the flu or whatever. And yeah, I had it pretty good last night, but I think me feeling better apparently made Damnitman feel worse. No, it's not like that, It just feels like I'm fighting injuries and it's getting better, and now all of a sudden Damnitman is feeling the pain. But what can you do? We're trying to get in a good spirit. And I think as soon as we start moving here, Damnitman is going to be as well. So, let's do some miles. Yeah. Well, if we don't reach hot springs tonight, we'll hit them tomorrow morning. And we can chill there. Yeah. Yeah. Even if it's cold, we got the hot springs. Yeah. So. Yeah, there's some water down there. Oh yeah. That red little rock is loose. All right.
Alright, I gotta go. Kelly's calling. Yep, love you. I will. Bye. Love you too.
I won't let him.
Alan won't let me. It's that damn spot. It's that same spot where I froze all night.
Yeah, let's keep going. Can't do much about it anyway. Got like 4 or 5 layers of stuff on it.
Yeah, well. Got you this far. All right.
That was close.
He made it.
He made it. Dry feet, almost.
Yeah. You could have done that down here. Stupid nature.
We used to call it Dawn, but her trail name is Bumbleberry.
Yeah. Bumbleberry.
Yeah, that's an awesome name.
We'll have to get used to it. All right.
So how many wet feet? 1 or 2?
You don't have a Michigan accent anymore.
Sometimes I do.
Oh dear. I need my trekking pole for this. Normally hiking on this is fine. However, when you got like that beginning blister on the 1 foot, you really don't want to hit any pointy rocks. You want to protect that foot at all costs. Damnitman is a little bit behind. He got signal, so he's calling Kelly. And I just kept going for a bit. And I think Bumbleberry is right behind me, catching up again. Just checking her phone too. Whew. Now, I don't know, I'll probably forget some of these. Figured I might give some, try to give some explanation to cover up the hiker terms I'm using. People might not know them. At least a few of them. I'll get to more later. 1 sec. So I'll start with the first one. thru-hiker. So the term of a hiker who's hiking through, you know, a very long, like a long distance trail, hiking the whole full length of it. So yeah, we consider ourselves thru-hikers, but of course, if we fail, we didn't thru-hike. We just did a section. That doesn't mean though that it wasn't a very, very long hike. Anyway, then there's trail angels. Trail angels are anyone really who's doing something out of the goodness of their heart, helping out hikers. I believe the trail angel, in the term, for example, the Appalachian Trail on the East Coast, the AT. I think there's a lot more trail angels there because you go through a lot more towns and roads and stuff, from what I've been told from other hikers. I think a true trail angel is something who does help you out with rides or food or stays or anything for free, and you don't really ask donations or anything. On the PCT, you do meet them like this, but a lot of them will take donations. Some might even be called trail agents out here, where they actually host hikers or give them rides, but for a fixed cost. And I know people might not always think that's the true definition of a trail angel, but honestly, what they provide for the price, I call them trail angels on the PCT. They truly do provide a service that makes the trail so much better, so much enjoyable, and everything. However, even if they charge something, and it's just, I also try to donate wherever I can actually for trail angels, even people don't ask for it, because I want to make sure they keep doing it, and I want to make sure that the next hiker have this option as well. Because if we only had like pure trail angels that never took any donations or anything, there wouldn't be a lot out here. And towns in the PCT and everything is just further away, so donating or a fixed price or anything, it just provides us as hikers with more options, which is awesome. And means there's more options, more people helping, means there's a bigger chance that they will continue doing it, you know, and not get overworked by just having to host 50 hikers a day, you know. That doesn't mean we don't take it for granted that there will be someone to help. A lot of time we do ask for help and stuff, and I'm very grateful and I try to show that every time. But anyway, that's trail angel. Then we come to trail magic. Trail magic often is seen as someone coming out and bringing food on trail. That could be anywhere from leaving a cooler or something and some cold drinks or orange, or they come out sometimes and cook your food, like we had a few days ago, where they brought out everything for sandwiches. And one second, this is steep. There we go. Yeah, cook your food, bring your food. A lot of times they bring coolers out here with cold beer, cold drinks. What hikers often want is fresh fruit is always a hit. Sodas, Gatorades, cold beer. Bring some ice cubes so they can keep cold, especially in the desert. Yeah, anything else really, like fresh fruit, sandwiches, hot dogs, burgers, anything, whatever. We love it all. Hiker trash is another term often used amongst hikers. We call ourselves hiker trash. It sounds like an insult, but honestly it's not. It's just, at least it's not how I understand it. I think it just comes from the fact that we look like trash when we come to town, and we smell like trash. So yeah, it's hiker trash. Then I think yesterday I was talking a lot about like my thru-hike and the terms of what, like, you know, how I want to do it. And the purist is someone who aims to do every single step on the trail on the red line. The red line is known because our map that we follow, the trail is marked with a red line. So it means you have to do all of it. And then you could choose to do a continuous footpath on top of that, because a lot of time there will be some closures, but a purist will hike every open mile on the trail in that season. within a season. And yeah. And honestly, I don't think I ever met a true purist. I have met people call themselves purists, but I have hiked as a purist, but I never finished. Last year I did, until Wrightwood. I hiked until Wrightwood, but just before Wrightwood, I ended up taking a blue blaze, which means taking an alternative route. Another route than the PCT. Still a trail often, or a gravel road or something, but it's a different path. I did on up before Mount Jacinto, before Baden Powell last year, because there was so much snow and I was just like, screw this, man. And there was a gravel road going the other way around the mountain. So I did that, and that mile was one of my most favorite and most epic miles I had last year. The views were incredible, which changed my mind a little bit from being a purist when I hike also to this. I'm more open to blue blazing now, like doing alternative routes, because sometimes there might just be another route that's just better than the PCT, and you know, why not take it? Well, I think that's enough talking about terms. I'll come up with a bunch more. Well, that's the Nobos and Sobos. Nobos is just a shortcut for like northbounders, so I'm heading northbound, and Sobos is southbounders. They start in Canada, or the northern border where we're heading, and then they will head south. I think they start in June normally, so a little later in the season compared to us. So at some point in a few months, we will, probably in 3 months or something, we will start meeting them heading south, and we head north. Yep. Well, that was some of it. Got a little moisture in the air. Wouldn't call it rain yet, but every now and then you can feel a drop, or like a tiny little puddle. Alright. Just went out there, got a little bit of water, had lunch or a snack or whatever you want to call it. But it's getting cold and it's kind of raining a little bit. So we're gonna skip the hot springs today and do another 2.8 and camp there. Which actually might be where I camped in 22. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Hot springs is like 9 something miles away. So we're gonna make it close to around 16 miles today, which is pretty good. But if it does get worse, it's gonna get very cold today, and if it does snow or rain later, it would be nice to be in a tent before that happens. So 2.8 more miles, that's the plan. PlusOne is slowly falling a little bit behind here. After a long break, my feet hurts. They need to warm up again. I did end up getting a blister under my right foot. The tape was slowly sliding off, and yeah, I punctured it. I had a piece of some kind of blister tape with some soft gel on the inside that I got from Blister yesterday. Boom, from France. Trailing blister. It's the last bit I had, a little one, but it was just enough to cover. It's a tiny blister, and it's like, it's not in the worst spot. It's under the foot, which is terrible, but it's not too bad. So yeah, and now we're going again. Not that far, but another thing, I can feel my shoes are starting to be shut. Like the cushion in them is just not there. Which is wild to think about, since it's Olympus that has pretty good cushion. And I only done like, well, we hit 300 miles in a moment. But yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Only 2,350 to go.
Right.
Just a... Come on.
You're part of this now. Alright.
Alright.
Come on. Get in over here.
I'll move down, you move up. There you go.
There we go. Tonight's dinner. It's a mix of mashed potatoes, I think a chicken broth gravy, Parmesan cheese, fresh spring onions, salt and pepper, bell pepper, and a pack of chicken. PlusOne did some cooking. Good night.